to witness King Lear's bequeathing of his kingdom. He's decided that he wants to retire and leave his kingdom to his 2 existing and 1 pending son-in-laws. The caveat is that his daughters must declare their love for the king, and he will carve up the kingdom based on the strength of their flattery. Goneril and Regan, Lear's older daughters, profess their love in eloquent and evidently well-learned ways. In response, Lear gives to each of them and their husbands 1/3 of the kingdom. When his youngest daughter, Cordelia, who is yet unmarried, takes her turn, she refuses to play the game, and in response to her father's question, "What can you say?" she simply replies, "Nothing." Furious at her ingratitude, Lear banishes Cordelia from the kingdom, while his companion, the Earl of Kent, tries to intervene on her behalf. Kent gets banished for this too. Lear says that he will disown the man that marries Cordelia. The King of France isn't bothered by this, and he offers her marriage, leading her away without Lear's blessing. The banished Kent decides to disguise himself as a serving man, gets a job doing Lear's bidding, and sticks with him for the rest of the action. Goneril and Regan begin to despair of their father's decision-making powers and slowly undermine him, eventually casting him out into a storm in the middle of the night with only his fool and the loyal Kent in disguise for companions. Unable to believe that his beloved daughters have treated him with such disrespect, Lear slowly begins to lose his faculties. Meanwhile, the Earl of Gloucester is dealing with family issues of his own. His illegitimate son Edmund makes him believe that his legitimate son Edgar is trying to kill him. Edgar flees from his father, disguising himself as a mad beggar called Poor Tom. Gloucester decides to help Lear by sending assistance. When Regan and her husband Cornwall discover this, they accuse Gloucester of treason, pluck out his eyeballs, and send him into the storm to find the king. Cornwall accidentally gets killed by a rogue servant during this bloody episode. Unknowingly, Gloucester bumps into Edgar, still disguised as Poor Tom. He leads his father to Dover, where they meet the now severely deteriorated King Lear. At the same time, the French army, led by Cordelia, arrives in Dover to rescue the king and challenge Goneril and Regan. They manage to find Lear and reconcile him with Cordelia before the pair is captured by Goneril and Regan's armies and imprisoned. Elsewhere, the sisters both fancy Gloucester's illegitimate son Edmund. Now single, Regan decides she wants to marry him. Out of jealousy, Goneril poisons Regan and then takes her own life. Eventually, Edgar challenges and kills Edmund after explaining that their father died from grief. Edmund dies just after he admits to having Cordelia executed, and Lear finally dies out of sorrow at Cordelia's passing. The fool gets hanged off stage. Kent goes off on a mysterious journey, leaving Albany and Edgar in charge of a broken Britain.